What if I told you the Bible is full of stories that feel just like your life? Stories of best friends, heartbreak, family drama, betrayal, and forgiveness. Today, we're diving into the most unforgettable Bible stories about relationships, stories that are raw, real, and surprisingly relatable. Whether you're struggling with friends, family, or love, these ancient stories have something to say to you right now. Let's go through the story of David and Jonathan and the power of friendship. They laugh, train together, and share secrets. Imagine being the underdog. Everyone's talking about you, but you're not sure who's really on your side. That was David. And then he meets Jonathan, the king's son. Instead of seeing David as a threat, Jonathan sees a friend. They make a promise. Whatever happens, I've got your back. But things get complicated. Jonathan's dad, King Saul, grows jealous and wants David gone. Jonathan is torn, loyalty to his father or to his friend. In a moment of courage, Jonathan warns David, risking his own future. Their goodbye is one of the most emotional scenes in the Bible. Two friends, hugging, weeping, knowing they might never see each other again. This isn't just a story about friendship. It's about choosing loyalty over comfort and love over fear. In a world where friendships can be shallow or transactional, David and Jonathan show us what it means to be truly known and truly loved. Now let's talk about Ruth and Naomi, family that chooses you. Now picture this. You lose everything, your home, your future, your family. That's Naomi. Her daughter-in-law, Ruth, is also grieving. Ruth could have gone back to her old life, but instead, she clings to Naomi. Where you go, I'll go. Your people will be my people. Your God, my God. They arrive in a new land, broke and alone. Ruth works long hours in the fields to provide for Naomi. Through their loyalty, God weaves a new story, one of hope, redemption, and unexpected family. Ruth's faithfulness leads her to Boaz, and together they become ancestors of King David, and eventually, Jesus. Sometimes, family isn't about blood. It's about who stays when life falls apart. Ruth and Naomi remind us that God can use even our hardest seasons to build something beautiful. Now let's take a look at Jesus and Peter. Forgiveness in friendship. Have you ever let someone down? Peter did. He was one of Jesus' closest friends, bold and passionate. But when things got dangerous, Peter denied even knowing Jesus 3 times. The guilt was crushing. But the story doesn't end there. After the resurrection, Jesus finds Peter on a beach. Instead of shaming him, Jesus cooks him breakfast. He asks, "Do you love me?" 3 times, 1 for each denial. With every answer, Jesus restores Peter, giving him a new mission. Feed my sheep. Forgiveness isn't just a word, it's a new beginning. Peter's story shows us that no mistake is too big for God's grace. If you've ever felt like you blew it, remember, Jesus is ready to meet you right where you are. On to our next story, Samson and Delilah, red flags in dating. Let's talk about love gone wrong. Samson was famous for his strength, but he had a weakness for the wrong relationships. Enter Delilah, charming, beautiful, but not trustworthy. She keeps asking Samson for the secret of his strength, and he keeps dodging. But love makes us blind, right? Eventually, Samson gives in, and Delilah betrays him for money. Samson's story is a warning. Sometimes the people we're drawn to aren't good for us. Ignoring red flags can cost us more than we realize. If you've ever been in a relationship that left you feeling drained or betrayed, you're not alone. Samson's story is a reminder. Real love builds you up. It doesn't tear you down. Our last story is about Jesus and the outsiders, radical inclusion. Jesus was always surrounded by people who didn't fit in. He ate with tax collectors, talked with outcasts, and welcomed those everyone else ignored. One day, a woman caught in scandal is dragged before him. Instead of condemning her, Jesus stands up for her, saying, Let the one without sin throw the first stone. One by one, her accusers leave. Jesus' relationships were radical. He saw value in everyone, no matter their past. If you've ever felt like you don't belong, know this: Jesus invites you in. And he calls us to do the same for others. So what do these stories teach us? Friendship is about loyalty, not convenience. Family can be chosen, not just inherited. Forgiveness is always possible. And love, real love, sees the best in you, even when you can't see it yourself. Which story stuck with you? If you want more real talk about faith, relationships, and life, hit subscribe and join our community. Remember, your story matters, and God's not done writing it.